Good morning, Redwood Witches. Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, welcome to my channel. If you'd like to be part of this family, you like listening to me rant about random things and witchy things and all kinds of things, you can go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. You can also follow me on Facebook and on Instagram. Those will both be linked down below as well. Today's video is going to be pretty short. I don't really have a whole lot to say. I know it's been a couple weeks since my last upload, and I apologize for that. Like I said, I warned you guys at the beginning of this year that things in my life are kind of up in the air right now, and things are going to be kind of crazy and weird over the next few weeks. Like I said, I hope to get on in a pretty consistent schedule here soon, but it's been nuts. I have witch night every Friday, I have D&D every Sunday, and then I have work all week long, and then on Saturdays it's just so hard with all of the things that are going on right now to have time to sit down and record for 15 minutes because I don't even have time to edit anymore. It's hopefully going to get better soon. It really is. As far as a couple things go, if you guys are interested, me and my coven, my little family of witches here, are actually starting a podcast. We've started recording, trying to get an idea of the best platform to put it on and that kind of thing. And we're working through some of the kinks right there, but it is going to be all about witchcraft. It's called Cauldrons and Candles, or Candles and Cauldrons, one or the other. But if you guys would like to know more about that, please comment down below and let me know. As far as my subscription box winners, I do have your boxes. They are painted. Everything is ready to go and be shipped. I just haven't gotten to the post office, and I'm so sorry, you guys. I promise they will be there soon. Like I said, insanity around here, but it's been a good couple weeks. I've grown and learned a lot about myself and about a couple other things. I am currently taking, I don't want to say taking classes, but I'm learning from my high priestess. She's a beautiful, amazing, incredible woman, and she's been giving me homework and stuff like that, which is really cool. I just did I want to say a report because I'm a school nerd. I loved English class. I loved writing essays, that kind of thing. So I thought that that was one of those things that she could give to me that would help benefit me. And I actually ended up really enjoying the assignment. I was really surprised and impressed with how much I learned. She basically gave me I was able to choose from a large list of people that changed the occult world, is what it comes down to in one way or another. And so I was able to actually go and do a mini essay on Joan of Arc and do a bunch of studying and research into her life and her history and stuff like that. And I learned so much from her. I didn't realize that she had been burned at the stake at 19. They couldn't prove she was a witch, so she was burned as a heretic for wearing men's clothing, but she heard voices that guided her to putting King Charles on the throne. And I didn't know that about her. And I learned that she was really kind of a badass, and it was really kind of cool to learn. So if you guys are interested in any specific person in history, I would highly recommend going and researching them, because you might find out something that you didn't know. I remember learning about Joan in school forever ago, vaguely. Don't remember a whole lot. Definitely didn't remember learning that she was burned at the stake as a witch, but you know, you learn something new every day. Other than that, I got a new tarot deck, which you guys have seen. I was also gifted a new tarot cloth, which is absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna have to show it to you guys some point. It's out in my car right now because I am also working on that. I'm learning how to read tarot with the help of my teacher, and she's been an incredible help to me. We're learning how to memorize certain cards and the meanings behind them and all of the different things right now, but we're starting kind of with the major arcana. So we started with the Fool, and in the process I kind of looked at her and I was like, you know what would really help me and help benefit me in my whole life as far as tarot goes is creating my own deck of cards. So I am in the process of learning each and every single one of the cards individually and drawing up my own version of the card to help me remember what it means. And so I've been working on the Fool card for the last week. My next one that I'm going to be working on is, I think it's the High Priestess. And I'm really excited. It's been kind of fun. It's kind of interesting. I'm doing something based kind of on Studio Ghibli is kind of the route that I'm going. And so I don't know if you've ever seen My Neighbor Totoro, but May, the little girl from that, is actually going to be my fool because I think she just kind of fits that bill really perfectly. And that's what I'm working on right now as far as that goes. I just bought an iPad this last week, an iPad Pro that I am going to be using to do art. So you guys might actually get a few of those art videos. I'm working on my tarot cards on there. I am doing actual artwork because that was one of those things that I've always been decent at and always really enjoyed, but I didn't have time or I didn't have the money to like invest into that particular area of my life. And it was something that I always felt like I really wanted to put more effort into. And so I did a treat yourself moment this last week, and I spent a lot of money on an iPad and a pencil, and I have started to really invest time into that as well. And all of these little side projects, the boxes, oh my gosh, I'm going to tell you guys right now, each one of those boxes from the 3 winners took me roughly 4 to 6 hours to paint, depending on the design. It was so much more time consuming than I expected it to be. It comes with being a perfectionist, but I hope you guys enjoy them because I put a lot of thought and a lot of effort into each and every single one of those. It was, I don't want to say depressing, but it was definitely more time consuming than I initially thought it was going to be. And I'm so very, very proud of how they turned out. I am still learning how to paint with that particular medium. Obviously, I talked to you guys about that. I started right before Christmas and I've only done 3 or 4 boxes in that time frame. So these are 5, 6, and 7 maybe. Yeah, these are boxes 5, 6, and 7, and I can't even begin to describe to you guys like how much effort went into those. So I'm really excited, really proud, and I hope you guys absolutely love them as much as I do because they're beautiful and I'm super excited for you guys to get them. But yeah, I kind of wanted to do like a little witchy update. I know that things have been insane and I'm so sorry, you guys. Another thing that happened, my bank card got shut off for whatever reason, and so none of my boxes are coming right now. All of the boxes that I assumed that I was going to get for the month of February never came, and I went back in and I'm changing a lot of my subscriptions at the current moment and changing which boxes I'm going to keep, which ones I'm going to get rid of, which ones I'm going to keep going with, and put a lot of time and effort into that. It sounds like moving forward, I'm going to be getting the Witch's Moon and the Witch's Roots as opposed to the Witch Casket. Love the Witch Casket. I think it's very cute. I just feel like there's a lot more power behind the boxes and I'm more attached to my Witch's Roots than I have been my Witch Casket the last couple months. So I went ahead and let that one be, or kind of dissipate with that card, and I went back in with a new card and did the Witch's Moon and the Witch's Roots. So starting this next month, both of those will be coming to me, which I'm really excited about. I've been very impressed with that particular company. They'll be linked down below if you guys are interested. But I'm excited about that. And then I'm hopefully going to get back on the list for my Fairy Loot, which is my book box that I absolutely love. Like I said, that's another one of those ones that for whatever reason, when my bank card got shut off, it didn't go through. Well, I mean, it makes sense that it didn't go through, but I didn't really get a notification that it hadn't gone through, and so I didn't know. And so that is one of those things that I'm having to wait for it to open back up for resubscription is what it comes down to. And so I'm waiting on that right now, but as soon as that's done, hopefully I'll get back on that list because I absolutely love the books that I've been getting in those boxes. If not, I might open up an Owl Crate, which is very similar. So it just kind of depends on where my life is heading. At this point in time, it sounds like I'm not moving, maybe. So that being the case, that's really exciting for me, and things will definitely be easier as far as transitions go in the next little bit because of that. So, like I said, I wanted to let you guys know that I do love and care about you guys so much, and I'm so grateful for the support. I'm sorry I haven't been around the last couple weeks. I know this is kind of like a mini rant explaining myself, which I don't feel like I necessarily need to do, but I want you guys to know that I'm okay. I am safe. I am totally comfortable with where I am in my life right now to an extent. I mean, things are a little bit uncomfortable, but that's just, it's life. Things change, people change, and I'm working on getting through it. As far as the next few weeks go, hopefully transitions will kind of start coming to an end and everything will kind of go more or less back to normal. I'm really, really excited. I'm kind of starting to get more on a schedule. Like I said, witch night is every Friday, D&D is every Sunday, and that being the case going forward, I will hopefully be able to find a day. My assumption is that it's gonna be close to Wednesdays, unless I get a box, that will be my like official filming day. I thought about doing multiple videos and posting them as I need to keep up with my one video a week thing. It just seems not as real. I would like to tell you guys kind of what's going on in my life in the moment as opposed to after. And so I've decided that I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep doing kind of what I'm doing and doing videos as I can and telling you guys that I care about you. And if you guys have any questions or comments or concerns, you can contact me on Instagram. And then kind of give me an idea of what you guys are doing right now. I don't want to be the only one talking. If you guys are doing anything super cool and interesting in your path, let me know. Comment down below, send me a private message on Instagram. Just, I don't want this to be a one-way family. You guys really have been so supportive of me, and I love and appreciate you guys all so much. Like I want this to be a family, and I want you guys to be able to talk to me and feel comfortable coming to me with questions or anything. And if I can't answer it myself, maybe my high priestess can. She is incredible and she's been practicing for so many years. I would be surprised if she didn't already know the answer, or if she doesn't, that she won't do the research to help you. Like I said, she's starting a YouTube and a podcast to help baby witches specifically. She's been very, very amazing to me. Absolutely love her. And I cannot say thank you enough to her or any of the other people in my coven here locally and my coven here online, my family. You guys are the best little redwood family in the world. So all in all, I want you guys to know that I'm good, I'm happy. I actually went to a rock show yesterday. I guess I forgot to mention that. So here locally in Idaho, over in Boise, they had a Idaho gem show, and it was really huge. There was so much more there than I thought there was going to be, and people were selling geodes, and there was fossils, and you could learn about different stones, and they had books, and you could, like, there was giant geodes you could crack open and take home. Like, there were all kinds of things happening. It was super overwhelming. There were so many people, lots of energy. I ended up buying a beautiful amethyst for one of my best friends, and oh, so beautiful. I'm so excited for them. And then I bought myself something little. So I'm going to show you guys him because he's right here. So, oh, give me just like 2 seconds. I'm going to knock this over real quick. So on my altar ever since my trip to the Oregon coast, I'm going to knock this all over the place, you guys. I'm not even going to edit that out. It's bad. So this is my super tiny, super bitty baby skull. Here, let's see if I can get him to zoom in a little bit. So this is my little girl, and I think she's absolutely beautiful, little tiny amethyst skull. Absolutely in love with this. I found this on the Oregon coast and at a little fossil shop, and I just fell in love with her. I have always loved crystal skulls. It's one of those few things that was like, oh, I want them all. Well, I want even more. I've been looking for one that I was connected to for a little bit now, and yesterday I found him. So this beautiful chunk of moss agate is the newest member of my skull collection. Let's see if I can get him to zoom in a little bit. So he is absolutely amazing. Like I said, absolutely love him. He's not really zooming in. He's not really focusing, is he? But I love how he's more anatomically correct. His teeth aren't like the big cross teeth that you sometimes see in crystals. And he was really, really well priced. Like I'm actually a little bit amazed. I thought maybe they'd put the wrong sticker on it, but they gave him to me for $24. And I'm in love. I think he's so cute. And to show you the size comparison of the two, I mean, he's big. Much bigger than my little amethyst skull. But eventually I'm hoping to get like more of these and just have a collection of all these skulls. I think they're so cool. I think it's part of me being interested in anatomy and the medical field and everything. Like, skulls don't freak me out. They never have. I've always been fascinated by them. I thought that going to school for anthropology would be really cool, or forensic anthropology would be really, really cool, to work with skulls and bones and stuff like that. That was one of those things that I debated for a period of time. I took a lot of medical based classes in high school and stuff like that, which is something that I may be heading in the direction of using. I'm talking about possibly going back to school in the fall to be a nurse. So that's another big change that's kind of happened in the last few weeks that I'm hoping kind of goes through. I guess I have no real promises, but I'm gonna start looking into classes and seeing what I need to do and what schools are best in this area and stuff like that. And I think my work schedule would accommodate me being able to go to school, and I would like to use that particular knowledge that I've gained over the last few years for something beneficial. And I loved working in the medical field. I think it was one of the most... Will you stop squeaking, please? I'm almost done. You were just outside. You don't need to go back, I promise. Thank you. Anyways, the dogs have spoken. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. It's been like 17 minutes anyways, but I just wanted to say again that I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, Redwood family.